Good morning. This is Jerónimo Molina. I am the General Manager of Gran Meliá Jakarta.
Good morning, Pak Jerónimo. Thank you so much for your time. My first question, as the General Manager of Gran Meliá Jakarta, what are your top priorities when it comes to maintaining the hotel 5-star standard?
Thank you for the question. So most important is for me the team engagement. At the end of the day, the team is the core part of this business. So taking care of the team, listening to them, this is the key for the success. Definitely the service. I mean, the service culture is not only saying the service, but it's about listening to the guests and listening as well to our customers. Okay. So and part of our values of the company is also the excellence and coherence. This is the most important in the day-to-day operation.
Okay, Pak. What has been the most rewarding part of leading one of Jakarta's most prestigious hotel?
Most important part is, well, when the guest says that they are here because of us, not only because of the facilities, but the team itself. That's the most rewarding thing. At the end of the day, this is what makes us different compared to the others. It's about the service, it's about the team. And every time the customer says, I feel like home and I like going back to your hotel, is something really important for us.
Hospitality is often described as a 24/7 industry. What does a typical day look like to you?
Well, there is no typical day in this industry. Actually, I usually wake up quite early, like 7 a.m. So first thing is you see the last day reports and all the financial data. I like to have this couple of hours because I start 7 to 9 before the briefing. But for myself, I like walking around in the hotel and see with my eyes the back of the house, the kitchens, because I want to feel the hotel by myself. Then at 9 a.m. we start already with the team, with the meetings, and then, well, it's when you start engaging with most of your colleagues. And most of the times, it's actually I spend the whole day with the team, walking around, not in my office, but outside. Even it's funny because some days I go back to my office around 5 p.m. So even after having been speaking with the other one, and then, well, you realize you have been out of the office for the whole day. But the truth is that nowadays with the technology, with the phone, it's also, well, you can combine this action in the hotel whilst also you are connected and even replying some emails while you are even walking.
So you just moved to Jakarta. Since moving to Jakarta, what aspects of Indonesian hospitality or culture have inspired you the most in your leadership approach?
Well, it's about the smile. I think this is something natural. The Indonesian smile is something unique, and maybe those that you are Indonesian, you don't really feel, but for when you come from overseas, this natural smile, even on the street, when you look at a person, they automatically smile, okay? And this is something that for hospitality is really important because make people, the smile is contagious, right? Every time you smile, the other person smiles back to you. I think this combination of the current Indonesian, hospitality, plus, we are a Spanish company. The Spanish passion, I think this is the best combination, and that's why our service is something unique.
Do you have any daily rituals or habits that help you stay focused or energized throughout your business schedule?
Well, in the day, if I can take 2 hours. The first 2 hours for me is something energizing, either to walk around to the hotel and just keep thinking by myself. Sometimes I go to the gym. Okay? Sometimes I also I like running in the treadmill. So I use even this time in the gym doing exercise as something like, well, to inspire me, because it's like the time the brain is concentrated on just running, and then you start thinking about ideas how to improve the day-to-day operation. And then, as I was saying, I also have this kind of habit of just really being very active in the operation, but sometimes if I need to concentrate or focus on some activity, the way I'm concentrating is usually I close the door, I listen to music, maybe for 1 hour, and then is when I can concentrate and focus on something that is important.
After a busy day at work, how do you usually unwind after a full day of managing hotel operations?
I love having dinner outside with friends, but the truth is that now, due to my family situation, I like staying with my kid for for a couple of hours and, speaking with my wife, my kid. You share your day-to-day things of the hotel. It makes you a little bit of, forget about all the stress. So this is what I do usually afterwards. Definitely, I love reading. I love, especially when my kid is already sleeping, before I fall asleep, okay? So this is my habit before actually finishing the day, and just to relax and put my brain off.
What is one must-try experience or place you always recommend to first-time visitors in Jakarta?
First time, because Jakarta is like it's a combination of two realities, right? It's the super modern Jakarta and the very traditional one. So this is something I think is unique in Southeast Asia. The very modern part, all this nightlife, restaurants, this is something is amazing because it's even on a monthly basis, there are new things coming to the city, things happening. For example, this amazing R restaurant that we are here today speaking. But then obviously the traditional part, the Kota Tua, I love going to Kota Tua to see, it brings you back to the history, right, of the country. And it's something like to experience that, well, you are in a really important country with a lot of history. And this is something inspires. And now my last recommendation, because this is something not a long time ago, but this Peak Dua is something that you can get out of the city, of the hectic life of the city, and experience like if you are in a real tropical beach country on the beach side, relaxing. It's really, 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 really unique.
Okay, Pak, this is my last question. What advice would you give to young professionals in hospitality?
Well, I started in this business like this, being a trainee. I was training in this company 21 years ago. First, you need to like this business. If you like this type of business, it's very social, a lot of people, then you love. In my case, I love socializing, I love speaking, I love meeting people. And then to grow in this company or to grow in this career you need to ask many questions. So hospitality is about learning every day. And I always think I don't know enough, because this is the way, you start learning. You open your mind, creativity, and global vision. This is important if you want to really go up in this career. And this is what I really suggest to all the newcomers.